everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Some adverse conditions greeting both teams as they take the field in what will be a very wet stadium. Rain is falling, and it's going to be interesting to see just how heavily it factors into this game. It's the Cowboys going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ezekiel Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". A first carry for Samaje Perine. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This offense, here are the starters. It features a very speedy wide receiver, a Duke Blue Devil, Jamison Crowder.
Exactly right, and we're not talking about hoops. We're talking about a slot receiver who knows how to run all the routes so well and really is crafty beyond his years.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his fourth touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Room here to run. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that. Played cornerback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again, here's Pirine. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The numbers for Pirine in last week's game, 16 carries, 60 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on third down.
place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference, defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Time running out here on the play clock. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 6-0 is our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Parkey for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second down, Elliott. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some space here. Power running by Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try to do too much with your next one.
carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Over. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Pirine. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Deion Sims is tied in the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw here. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Watching now, Barney.
They'll run again with Pirine. Now Pirine is stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30, 20, 10, for touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Redskins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space. Maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense? The long handoff. Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Prescott is going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Redskins are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Cowboys just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Sticking with the same drive, Crowder's going to haul in the pass, and this goes 41 yards for the score. As they jump out in front 6-0. Now early in the second quarter, the catch will be made in double coverage, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The Redskins up now by 12. Redskins now late in the second. There's going to be a fumble here. Cowboys will pick up the loose football and score. Trailing now by 2. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No, check, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, here we go. Philly, here we go. Blue 90.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, tight end right. One tight end. Over.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Blue landing.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll make it third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Here we go now. Philly, 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Over. Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Here we go, Philly. Here we go. 19.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Gone. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue landing.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The play clock's running down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the D looking like they may blitz. Again, it's Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
No, check, Patriot. Let's go. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Here's Pirine. Shreds the tackle down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Parkey's kick is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Lewis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now it's 2nd and 7. He'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Going deep here for Edelman. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Prescott to throw it. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They try again with Lewis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Prescott. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top, and that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. As they run the counter play. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Back down it up. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This time to the tailback. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. To the air again, Prescott. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw is Prescott. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Prescott now. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.